Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and this is day 14 of the lesson and I will be starting with the product and today the problem of the day and today date was 21st July 2024 and the problem was the maximum product and subset of an array and you can see my current daily streak and let's go to the problem itself and the problem states that the difficulty category of medium and there is an array and the task is to find and return the maximum product possible with the subset of an element present inside the array, which means that we have to find out the one subset which having the maximum product of it and we should keep a note that the maximum product can be a single integer, a single element also, and since the product can be large, it should not fit into the particular integer or long format. That's the reason we are doing the modulo operator with the 10 power 9 plus 7, which is a prime number. And here the base cases are there, sample test cases, and as you can see, 1 minus 0 is given array, and the maximum product is 24. How we get the maximum 24? If we skip 0, if we multiply all the elements, rest all elements, we will get a product of 24. If you observe that if we have the negative value of even occurrences, then we can multiply without any hesitation so that the maximum product will reach to the positive ones. Whenever we multiply two negative numbers, we always get negative will be cancelled out, we will get a positive value. So we should take care of that edge cases. If you have even negative numbers, then you can simply product of it. If it is contains 0, we should skip that. If it is contains all the negative numbers, then the maximum product will be the 0. If it contains the array, if there is no if there is no 0 and if it contains all the elements are minus, which means we should leave one odd occurrences and we should multiply all the even occurrences of negative numbers so that we can maximum product of it. And the leaving digit should be a smaller one so that you will get maximum product out of it. And the constraints are given that it will be ranges 1 to 10, 20, 10 power 14, 10 power 4, and the array element are ranges minus 10 to plus, which means positive 10 and minus 10. The interviewer is expecting that on limit and complexity with an outlier space as 1. So let's go to our notepad and discuss more about that. As I said that uh, we should keep track of all the negative elements and the positive elements, and if we multiply two negative numbers which results in positive product, as we know that, and the negative numbers can be contributed positively to the product if they pair appropriately. Like if we have the even occurrences of negative pairs, then we can simply multiply it to get the maximum product of it. And to handle all the zeros, like if it contains all the zeros, the maximum product will be the 0. And if it contains all the negative ones, if there is a single negative element, then the only one negative element and all the other elements are 0, then the maximum product will be 0. And if it contains odd number of odd occurrences of negative numbers, then we can skip one element, one negative number, that's excluding the smallest magnitude of the maximum product, and we can multiply all the elements to get a maximum product of the positive ones. And I will be explaining what is your definition of subsequence and subarray and subset. The main difference is to subsequence we can skip one element and we can pick another element, but the relative order should be present. That is the uh, uh, main key point to notice in the subsequence. But when it comes to subarray, this is completely different. Subarray, which will deals about which should having the continuous element which form as in subarray, which is a part of the matter, and it is continuous in nature. And the relative order also will be maintained for the subarray. You can see continuous manner, and you can skip prefix and surface, but we should not skip intermediate elements because of we need to continue all the elements of a subset. And subset will be deals with the combination of subsequences and relative orders also matter. But it should present inside the array. We can pick one element, we can skip another one, we can pick the other one. But all the elements should be present in the same given array. Now this is subset. And coming to the solution part, this is pretty straightforward. If we count number of negative elements and number of positive elements, we can get that. Here the diagram of the examples for given matrix, as you can see, this is a given matrix, the base condition, and it's having the length of 5, and I have taken maximum product of 1. Initially we are set to 1 because of product should be start with 1, it should not be 0, so that we will get always if we keep initialize with 0. And modulo is 1 plus 7, and we are starting with the first iteration get 0, and the negative count is 1 because of the first element is -1. So we are keep tracking of three variables: negative values, positive values, and negative, positive, and zero count. Where the negative count is equal to 1 because we got one occurrence of negative, and we are multiplying with the max -1, and we are storing into our max -1 will be assigned to -1. Initially we are setting to -11 as the given constraint. We can use a constraint maximum, it will be 6 to -10 only. Because our time being, we are always picking the maximum out of it, so that we are assigning the least impossible in our network. -11 is impossible because of the constraint, so we are assigning that, and we are taking the maximum product out of it, maximum negative number. So it will be set to -1, and the maximum negative product will be the -1 initially, and after that we are starting the second iteration and implementing the count. Let's go to the code so that you will get more understanding. Here the base condition, if the vector contains single element, we can return the element itself. And max product we are initializing to 1, so the product should not be 0. And this is the modulo operation, 1 power 9 plus 7. And here the keep tracking of max negative number. Initially we are setting to -negative, which is not needed. The maximum negative value, it goes beyond -10, so we can set -11, which can be an IC. And negative count will indicate the mm, number of negative values present inside the array. And initially we set to 0 because of it is counter, and zeroCount. And we are simply iterating to the vector from left to right and checking the current element is negative. We are incrementing the counter, and max negative will be the max of the negative value and the current number. So that we will always updating the maximum negative number. So the first iteration it will be -1 if we compare with -11. So -1 will be maximum 1, and then the second iteration we got a 0, so zeroCount will be increased, and we kept another condition. Yeah, this is the condition. If the current element is not a 0, which means it either can be positive or negative. It should not be 0, so that we can conclude into our answer. As previously we discussed edge cases, right? If it is contains negative or positive number, we can include into our product because of even occurrences we are taking. And if you take 0, total answer will be getting 0. That's the reason we are not taking 0. Except 0, we are taking all the product of it, product, matching product, cumulative product to the current element into the modulo operation. This arithmetic operation, modulo arithmetic operation, so that we integer overflow doesn't happen. And this is the counter for if it is 0, and this is for negative, and this will handle negative and the positive, but not 0. This will handle the 0. so that we got all the negative counters and zero counters, and this is for the maximum product of all the elements. And after that, we handling the number of even occurrences or odd occurrences. Here we are checking if the negative count is 1, which means one negative value is there, and rest all contains zeros. If that is the case, we can simply take 0 as a maximum. So we are returning 0. And otherwise, if we contains all zeros, we can return 0. So these are the two base conditions we are handling, so that this will be at the come after the loop only, because of we are counting all the negative counts and zero counts. So this will be handled as base condition at the after traversal, and after that we are checking whether the negative count modulo of, suppose if we have all the negative even occurrences of negative one, so all negatives will be crossed over, so that your answer will be the whatever you calculated. If it contains odd occurrences, then we have to divide it by the max negative number. That's the reason we are taking the max negative to reduce the whatever maximum you got is reduced from the product itself, and that is the answer for that. If it is contains odd occurrences, and for example, right, I can take one example where odd occurrences. For example, here. Uh, for example, this is the case, and we can mark this as a minus here. Okay, so that 24 threes are 72. You will get the product will be the 72, and we need to remove the maximum negative number. Negative number is nothing but minus 1 is the maximum negative number. We are dividing by 72, so that we will get 72 only, and that will be stored. If it is untyped, that is the test case product, and that can be solved. Here we are checking if it is contains negative number. We are simply dividing the maximum product by max negative number by 2, by max negative, and plus 1 to it. Every time we are typing max product. Let's check that particular test case so that it will be clear of. For example, we are taking 5 elements of minus 3. Let's take minus 2. So maximum is 72. We are expecting 72, right? Let's check that. Yeah, you can see 72 is that because the max negative 1 is minus 1. So it is divided by minus 1. So we are getting 72 only. That is the main thing. And we can directly add a test case where, let me add the test case where, for example, 70, this is for 2, and here I will be adding 40. So 72 4 144. 144 divided by 3, whatever you got, that is the answer. It means 30, around 30 round of values. 144. Yeah, that is 144, and the maximum negative number is minus 2. And if you multiply these things, what we got 40, 16, 48, 48, 96, 96, 3, 96, 3, somewhere around here, getting somewhere 300, I guess. 96 into there, we are getting 288 divided by 2. Yeah, that's the reason. So 96 into 3 equal to 288, and the max negative number is minus 2. So we are dividing 288 by 2, we are getting 144. That is the answer. So our whatever the condition are satisfying. When we got odd occurrences, we are taking the max product out of it and take divided by the max negative number, so that it will be produced. Same thing will be explained here. If we find an odd number of negatives, then they exclude the one with the smallest magnitude to get the maximum product. Smallest magnitude, nothing but max negative number. That is the max minus one. So, yeah, hope you got it.